In this video, we are going to look at how to create rubrics in Schoolbox. When setting up due work tasks, you can create rubrics that look like this. You can create sections within the rubric, which we call capabilities. Capabilities are the areas that you are assessing. In this rubric, I have named the capabilities Language, Literature, and Literacy. It's important to note that while we have called these sections capabilities in Schoolbox, your school might have a different name, such as Group. You can choose to have subtotals for each capability. So if you're an IB school, you can have each capability within an assessment task marked against 7. Within each capability, you can have subgroups called indicators. Indicators are the key skills that you will be assessing in the task. For example, text structure and organisation, and spelling. Underneath indicators, we have descriptors. Descriptors are statements of students' achievement level. At the top of the rubric are overarching levels to describe students' achievement. For example, above expected level or at expected level. You can assign different marks or no marks at all to each descriptor. If you leave a descriptor blank, a blank space like this will appear on the rubric. If you choose to not give a descriptor a points value, there will be no subtotal for that capability. So, how do you create a rubric? Well, when setting up a due work task, you first select a mark type. The mark type refers to how you want the rubric data to appear. This could be in a percentage, letter grade, or total mark format. You can also choose to have no mark type. Then toggle Mark Against Rubric to Yes. You can choose whether you would like to mark per capability. Mark per capability refers to whether you would like a subtotal mark to appear for each capability. Remember, the capability refers to the sections within the rubric. You can choose where you would like to start your rubric. In this case, I'm going to start by adding level names. I can continue to add levels by clicking the plus level button at the end. I will then add a capability by typing into the Type to Add New Capability field. You can then add indicators. Indicators are the key skills you're assessing within the capability. Once you've finished adding indicators, click the checkbox next to the indicator to start adding a descriptor. If you choose to leave a descriptor field blank, this will also appear blank on the rubric. After you've finished adding your descriptors, add the points. You can use whole numbers or decimals. If you choose not to add points to some descriptors, there will be no subtotal for that capability. You can continue to add capabilities by filling in the Type to Add New Capability field. If you'd like to change the order of your levels, for example, if you would like your rubric to show from highest to lowest marks instead of lowest to highest, you can use the arrows underneath the level name to move the descriptors into a different order. Once you have finished creating your rubric within Schoolbox, click Post. You can export your rubric for later use. To do this, you need to modify the assessment task. On your class page, you can modify an assessment task by clicking the pen icon next to the task. Then scroll down and click Download Rubric to CSV. Your rubric has now been saved as a CSV file. When you're creating a new due work task, you can upload the CSV file you exported by simply dragging and dropping or uploading the file into the blue field. When it comes to marking, it's easy to mark against the rubric. Just simply click on the descriptor that the student has achieved. If you have chosen to toggle on Mark per Capability, then a subtotal will appear for each capability. At the bottom of the rubric, a total will appear. In this case, a percentage total will appear because I chose the percentage type when I was creating the assessment task. You can also have a letter grade, total mark, or no total. Once you finish marking, just click Save and Continue.